Good morning, students. Till now, we have seen that Rajendra Prasad Shukla, who was a peasant of Champaran, came to Gandhiji and he requested from Gandhiji to visit Champaran and see the condition of the sharecropper. Under an old agreement, the peasants of Champaran were sharecropper, and the most of the arable land were taken by the landlords, by the Britishers, and the Indian peasants were working on them. And the Indian peasants were forced by the British landlord to cultivate 15% of their holding, the crop of indigo, and surrender all the crop as a rent. But after some time, the landlords came to know about the synthetic indigo which was developed by Germany. They said to the farmers they asked the farmers or the peasants to stop cultivating the crop of indigo, and the landlords were forcing the farmers, the peasants, that we are making you free from the 15% of the land, so we want compensation. Some peasants signed willingly, but some peasants opposed, and the peasants who opposed, they hired the liar, and the liars were demanding much more fees. And for this purpose, Gandhiji has visited to Champaran. First of all, Gandhiji went to the house of Rajendra Prasad, and Rajendra Prasad was out of town, and the servant of Rajendra Prasad knew very well to Rajkumar Shukla, as he always came to the house of Rajendra Prasad and pestered him, troubled him for the justice or for the about the sharecropping. Okay, Gandhiji went to Muzaffarpur and then after to Motihari, and he made a room in Motihari. He made a house in Motihari as the headquarters, and someone reported to Gandhiji that in a nearby village a farmer was ill-treated, a peasant was ill-treated by the Britishers, by the landlord. Gandhiji wanted to go and see what has happened. Gandhiji wanted to go and wanted to see what had happened, and for this purpose, riding on the back of an elephant, Gandhiji started out his journey. But he has not gone too far, and he was overtaken by the messenger of superintendent. And the messenger of the superintendent asked Gandhiji to go back, and Gandhiji complied. Gandhiji obeyed, and Gandhiji was given notice, an official notice, and it was written in official notice that you have to leave Champaran as soon as possible. Gandhiji signed a slip and written that he disobeyed the order, and next day Gandhiji received a summons in which it was written that he had to appear in the court. And the peasants came to know that there was a Mahatma who wanted to help the peasants, and he was in the trouble due to the authorities. For this purpose, the people started gathering near the court of Motihari, and Gandhiji sent wires to a telegram to Rajendra Prasad and many more eminent leaders, and also also sent some instruction to the ashram. And the crowd was continuously demonstrating, and it was difficult for the officer to continue with the case of Gandhiji in the court, so they wanted the help of Gandhiji. Gandhiji controlled the crowd, and the officers were baffled. And they have given the recess of 2 hours, and Gandhiji was asked to fill the bill or furnish the bill in these 2 hours, but Gandhiji refused to fill the bill, and this was the first chance when Gandhiji was released without any bail. Okay, and now what is happening, let us try to find out, my dear students. Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore Babu, Maulana Majrul Haq, and other prominent liars, famous liars, had arrived from Bihar. Okay, Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore Babu, Maulana Majrul Haq, and several other prominent lawyers had arrived from Bihar, and all these lawyers arrived from Bihar. They confirmed with Gandhiji, and they talked to the Gandhiji what would they do if he was sentenced to a prison, and all of these lawyers consulted from Gandhiji what they should do if Gandhiji was sent to the prison. Gandhiji asked from those lawyers that what are you going to do if I am sentenced to prison? Why the senior lawyers replied they had come to advise and help him, and the senior lawyers replied that they had come to that place to advise and to help Gandhiji, but if he went to jail there would be nobody to advise and they would go home, and the lawyers said that they have come here for advice and help of Gandhiji, but if he is sentenced to jail, he was sent to jail, then there will be nobody to advise, there will be no one to advise, so they will go home. What about the injustice to the sharecropper? Gandhiji demanded from these lawyers what is going to happen about the injustice of the sharecroppers or to the sharecroppers. The lawyer withdrew to consult. The lawyer went from there and they started consulting to each other, and Rajendra Prasad has recorded the upshot of their consultation. Whatever was consulted among them, it was upshot or it was recorded. It was recorded by Rajendra Prasad. They thought amongst themselves that Gandhiji was totally a stranger and yet he was prepared to go to prison for the sake of the peasants. And Rajendra Prasad added, Rajendra Prasad said that Gandhiji is an outsider and he is ready to go to jail for the sake of the peasant or for the peasants. If they, on the other hand, being not only the resident of the adjoining districts, but also those who claim to have served these peasants, okay, and these lawyers came to the result that they are not only from the adjoining district but also they are representing to these peasants in the court, should go home would be a shameful desertion, and they said that if we are going to leave, okay, this case, so it will be a shameful desertion, okay. Shameful means sharmindapur and desertion means nirday, okay, and this will be a shameful decision. They accordingly went back to Gandhiji. And all of them reached to Gandhiji, came back to Gandhiji and told him they were ready to follow him into jail, okay, and they said that we are ready to go to jail, we are ready to follow you to the jail. He exclaimed. Then he took, okay, the battle of Champaran is won, he exclaimed. Gandhiji said that if we are all together, so we have won the battle of Champaran. Then he took a piece of paper and divided the group into pairs and put down in order in which each pair was to court arrest, okay. Then after Gandhiji took a piece of paper and divided the group, okay, into the pairs and also told them and also written that in which pair they have to arrest. Several days later, Gandhiji received a written communication from the magistrate informing him that the lieutenant governor of the province had ordered the case to be dropped. Okay, after some days later, Gandhiji received a written communication from the lieutenant governor of the province. Province means state, and in which it was written that the case was dropped. Civil disobedience had trumped, and this is the first chance when civil disobedience has won. The Gandhiji and the lawyers now proceeded to conduct a far-flung deep inquiry into the grievances of the farmers. Okay, and Gandhiji started a very close inquiry. Okay, a very close inquiry regarding the problem of the farmers. Deposition by about 10,000 peasants were written down. Okay, and notes made on other evidence. Okay, almost 10,000 peasants have given in a written and other notes were made on other evidence. Documents were collected, and Gandhiji started collecting documents. The whole area throbbed, palpitated. The whole area palpitated. काँप गया in Hindi with the activity of the investigators and the vehement forcible protest of the landlord. The whole area throbbed, the whole area palpitated. Okay, with the activity of the investigators. Okay, and the forcible oppose of the landlords. In June, Gandhiji was summoned to Sir Edward Gate, the Lieutenant Governor. In June, Gandhiji was called by the Lieutenant Governor. Before he went, he met. Before going to Lieutenant Governor, Gandhiji met from the leading associate, leading friends, his liars friend who were leading the case, and again laid detailed plan for civil disobedience if he should not return. And once again he put the detailed plan of the civil disobedience. Suppose that he would not return, then what they have to do, it was told by Gandhiji. Gandhiji had 4 protracted means long interview with the lieutenant. Gandhiji was having 4 long interview with the Lieutenant Governor, who as a result appointed an official commission of inquiry into the indigo sharecroppers, and the Lieutenant Governor came to a result as he has appointed official commissions to inquiry about the indigo into the indigo sharecropper situation, indigo sharecropper situation. The commission consisted of landlords, and in this commission there were landlords, government officers, and Gandhiji as the sole representative of the peasants. And Gandhiji was sole representative of the peasants, only representative of the peasants. Gandhiji remained in Champaran for an initial uninterrupted period of 7 months. Gandhiji remained in Champaran for 7 months. Uninterrupted means he has not gone anywhere in these 7 months. For several other weeks. Then after, Gandhiji visited many times to that place. The visit undertaken casually on an entreaty of an unlettered मतलब illiterate, okay, entreaty means request peasant in the expectation that it would last a few days. And Gandhiji had visited to Champaran at the request of an illiterate peasant, and Gandhiji was expecting that I would solve this matter within a few days. Occupied almost a year of Gandhi's life, but it has taken almost 1 year of Gandhi's life. The official inquiry assembled a crushing mountain of evidence against the big planters, okay, and the official inquiry collected a crushing mountain of evidence, a heap of evidence against the big planter. And when they saw this, they agreed. And when the planters say this, they agreed in principle to make refund to the peasants, okay, and they were ready to refund to the peasants the money which they have illegally collected from the peasants. But how much must we pay? They asked Gandhiji. And the planters, the landlords asked from Gandhiji, how much we have to pay? They thought he would demand repayment in full of the money which they have illegally and deceitfully collected from the sharecropper, okay. And the landlords and the planters were thinking that Gandhi will demand for the full money, the money which they have illegally and deceitfully धोखे से collected from the sharecropper. He asked only 50%. There he seemed adamant means rigid, okay, and he asked for 50%, and they were rigid for this. And writes Reverend J.J. Hodge, and it was written by respected J.J. Hodge, a British missionary in Champaran, who observed the entire episode at a close range. Okay, this was written by J.J. Hodge, and J.J. Hodge was in the British missionary in Champaran, and this man has observed the full episode from a very close range, thinking probably that he would not give way. The representative of the planters offered to refund to the extent of 25%, okay, and the representative of the planters were ready only to pay 25%, and to his amazement Mr. Gandhi took him at his word, and they were surprised that Mr. Gandhi was ready for the refund of 25%, thus breaking up the deadlock, okay, deadlock means oppose, and thus oppose was broken. This oppose was broken, okay. The settlement was adopted unanimously, okay, without any oppose by the commission, and the commission has adopted this settlement. Gandhi explained that the amount at the refund was less important than the fact that the landlords had been obliged to surrender part of the money, and Gandhi said that the money is not important fact. The most important fact is that the landlords were ready to refund the money. Okay, the landlords were ready to refund the money. They were obliged to surrender the money. They were obliged. They were forced to surrender the money, a part of their prestige. And Gandhi told them that this is the part of your prestige. Therefore, as far the peasants were concerned, as far the matter is concerned about the peasants, the planters had behaved as lords above the law, and the planters were behaving before the peasants as they were lord above the law. Now the peasants saw that he had rights and defenders. Now the peasants come to know that they have some rights and someone is also present to defend them. He learned courage, and thus they started showing courage. Okay guys, I think that is sufficient for today. We will meet in next lecture. Okay, in this way we have seen that at the investigation of Gandhiji, the officers become ready, and a commission was made in which the British officers, peasants, sorry, not peasants, the British officers, jamidars means landlords, and Gandhiji was sole representative of the peasants. And we have seen that a crushing mountain of evidence was against the landlords. Okay, and the landlords became, when it was presented in the court, the landlords became ready to refund the money, but they were thinking that Gandhi will demand for the full money, but they were rigid to pay only 25%, and Gandhi has accepted this, and they were amazed to find out that Gandhi was ready to accept only 25% of refund. But Gandhi told to the peasant that money is not important thing. The most important thing is that the landlords, who are the planters, who are thinking themselves as they are lord of the law, they are higher of the law, they are higher than law, they are higher than law. Okay, so Gandhiji said all these things to the peasants, and now the peasants learned that there is someone who can defend them, and they are also having some rights. Okay, and now the peasants who are under crushed have started practicing of courage. Now they were having courage. Okay guys, thank you.